Hi, just a reminder, Problem Sleuth is owned by Andrew Hussey and Homestuck.com. Okay, cool, bye. You enter a secret chamber. It's a dark alcove you use to store a few modest valuables, and duck into whenever you're on a case and things start to get too hot to handle, which is never. Check out paper on the floor. It appears to be a note delivered to you from a stick. You stash the unpleasant note in your inventory. Now, Problem Sleuth, play a haunting tuba refrain.
Ugh, I can't do it. This tuba is filthy.
Check the paper on the wall. It's another business card for an intriguing trade. Some of these services sound really exotic. Get in the dummy elevator. It's pitch black inside. There's only one direction to go. Peep through the slit. It's A-Stick's office again. He is still on the phone and sounds really surly. He seems quite upset about a mix-up involving large stone busts, instead of some other service he believed he was getting.
Is this the right business card?
Feed Busts R Us card through slot. A-Stick picks up the card and puts it in his inventory. He considers the card carefully. He calls the number, hoping this one will bring satisfaction.
Come on, I just want my Starsky. This is a little horseshit.
After a while, some whores show up.
Can I help you, ladies?
It looks like Ace got the better of you once again. Take a swig from the flask of whiskey. Feelings of dejection overwhelm you.
I am so tired of being shown up. A-Stick gets everything. All the good cases, the women, the ability to open his office door. I'd wager he even enjoys the lion's share of the candy corn as well.
You down a stiff belt from your flask of whiskey. You experience a boost in your imagination. Clean horns. Suddenly, you are entirely dissatisfied with the condition of these horns. It is an absolute disgrace. You won't stand for it. You set about polishing the instruments, but it seems your imagination is too high to conduct normal day-to-day activities. You topple some of the horns. The clarinet breaks. If only there were a place that could serve as a proper outlet for such a high degree of imagination until the condition passed. Back to the old fort. In your heightened state of imagination, you fall down the stairs. You better get to the safety of your fort fast. You're no good to anyone out here. Hurry. You feel safe and sound in the cozy confines of your wobbly particle board walls. Drift into the realm of make-believe. You stand in your imaginary office. With the mind, anything is possible. Your imaginary phone is ringing. You answer the phone in the best Depression-era fast-talking way possible. On the other line is a hysterical dame.
Calm down and give me the skitty on what all the hubbub is about.
Her answers are vague and one-dimensional. The case is quickly going nowhere. It turns out your imagination sucks. Eat steak dinners with your hands. The steak dinners have been sitting around for a while. They are both spoiled. Gorge yourself on imaginary candy corn. They don't taste as good as real candy corn. Nevertheless, it gives your pulchritude a small boost. Try to take the imaginary gun back into the real world. You pick up the gun. You'd like to bring it back with you, but you cannot fathom how that is possible. Stride confidently through the office door. You exit your office into the hallway. Go harass A-Stick. You burst through A-Stick's imaginary door, rolling up your non-existent sleeves. But he is nowhere to be found. His imaginary room is empty. Most likely because Ace is currently not using his imagination. Bastard, he isn't here. Oh well. You are now facing south in the hallway. Enter the PI room. You hear noises behind the door. It sounds like swing music. The righteous times being had. Whoever's in this office probably has a terrific imagination. But the door is locked. Follow the exit sign. You feel your imagination beginning to fade, so you hurry downstairs to the imaginary street. You find your motley collection of items which you earlier threw out the window in a fit of rage, stupidity, or both. Look up at your office window. You see a face through the window. A friendly face. A multiculturally harmonious face. Oh no, imagination is wearing off. You experience the lingering effects of your imagination. The stat remains at the same level, but no longer affords you its advantages. However, you remain just as useless in the real world. You are going to need to figure out a way to sober up fast. Chug coffee with no regard for temperature. You drink the coffee, which is lukewarm. It is foul, bitter, and ridiculously strong. You can only drink a little of it. Your imagination is reduced, while your vim enjoys a healthy boost. You feel terrific now, fit as a fiddle, and bristling with coordination. Ah, that's the stuff. 2 pieces of candy corn fall onto the floor. Get candy corn. You put the candy corn into your hat. The phone is ringing again. Go check it out. Your phone is now missing 3 components, making it that much more difficult to answer this call from an undoubtedly hysterical dame. If only you could think of a way to reel in objects from the weird window/Mindspace universe. Flip the window upside down and shake to retrieve the phone. It appears to run on Etch-a-Sketch technology. Make a lasso of tape and pull the phone back in. You use the magnetic tape to form a lasso. Maybe you can reel in your belongings this way. You think the tape lasso is way too light and flimsy to throw out the window with any significant distance or accuracy. You'll need something to weigh it down. Cut to the chase and use cinder block.
Hello, old friend.
You tie the tape to a cinder block using it as an anchor. Throw out window. Examine the mural for hidden clues. Looks like there are 2 holes in the mural. They're spaced far apart, just wide enough for someone with sensible human anatomy to look through with both eyes. Look through them. You unplug the window and have a gander. It's an unpleasant note. You can tell using your depth perception that the note is very close, only a few inches from your face. Poke curtain rod at note. A painting of an elf jostles on the other side. It falls to reveal a safe. The safe opens, revealing a painting of an elf. Look through elf holes. It is the office of yet another one of your competitors, Pickle Inspector. He looks dazed, as if perhaps he's been trapped in his office for some time.
He's not the only one.
There are strange glass containers on the corner. You wonder if there might be a business card, worded professionally, of course, for a glass blower somewhere in this office. Perhaps taped to something like a cinder block or the back of an elf painting. His office is dark for some reason. You suddenly hear noises coming from Ace Dick's office. You figure as long as your office is dark, you might as well check on him through the clown holes. Take a look. The whores tied Ace Dick up in a chair and stole his phone. The Huggy Bear burst is cracked open and the treasure which was undoubtedly stashed inside has been stolen too. He was probably tortured for the information. Rejoice! Yay! You celebrate by mustering one of the silliest dances you've attempted in hours. Ace Dick hears your shenanigans from the other side. He seems to be pleading for a way to cut the rope. Try to get the hutch bust's attention. You can't imagine how you can get a statue's attention. You begin to covet the hutch bust, and whatever secrets it guards. Climb down the tape to retrieve your things. The reel is way too weak to hold your weight. It will probably only be able to support and reel in lighter objects. Activate the reel to reel. The reel begins to turn, pulling the tape tight. The cinder block below does not budge. If the tape is retied to a lighter object, it will likely be pulled in through the window automatically. Give Ace a piece of glass to cut rope. You go into the back room and down the elevator. Slip glass through slot. Ace receives the shard of glass. He uses it to cut himself free. You are now Ace Dick. You begin to question this feud you've been embroiled in with your neighbor for so long.
Yeah, maybe this is going on too long. We shouldn't be fighting. We should be friends. We do the same thing. I don't know. This is dumb. What are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing here. What am I saying? What am I doing? I'm stuck it off my ass here.
After all, he did just give you the number for some honest-to-God whores, even if they did ultimately rob you. He also just helped you escape. Maybe it's time to bury the hatchet and help him out of his office. You feel you should get some supplies from your safe first. If only you could remember the combination. Check behind the paper stuck to the door for a combo. You can't pull it off, it's stuck fast. Maybe a heavy object will knock it loose. Throw hutch bust at it. Using your extraordinary strength due to your unusually high vim characteristic, you lift the bust easily. Throw. You send the Owen Wilson paper ward. The bust crashed through the window, knocking out an employee of Madame Mural. He was wheeling a portable scaffold into place to prepare for some mural work. He looks like he's in bad shape now. The hutch head cracked open, exposing riches. It looks like one of the whores may have taken Starsky's sunglasses. The scaffold continues rolling, coming to a stop in front of your door, jamming it shut. You are now trapped in your office too. You and Problem Sleuth will have to work together if you want to escape.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Ace Dick, reach through window and move scaffolding out of the way. The scaffolding is jammed in place. It seems the brake for the wheels was triggered after it came to a stop. You can't push it away either. The top just bumps up against the ceiling. There's no climbing out of the window with your portly frame because of the scaffold bars. Unless someone comes to help you or you find a blowtorch to melt through the bars, you're probably not getting out of this office anytime soon. Nice try, though. Okay, forget it then. Pick up Tommy gun.
I beg your pardon?
Get the phone pieces sitting around. You put the phone parts in your inventory. Slip PS's phone parts. You slip the phone parts through the slot to an awaiting problem sleuth. But he is not waiting for them in the dumbwaiter. The phone parts fall somewhere into the dark shaft below. Nice work, bonehead McFuckup. Hey, Stick, look inside Huggy Bear statue for riches. There is a hammer in the broken Snoop Dogg bust. You place the hammer in your inventory. Problem sleuth, climb halfway out window, then unplug window. The window loses its extra-dimensional portal properties and severs you midway through. You are dead. No, wait, don't do that. You're not sure what you were thinking. Check behind clown poster. Behind the poster is yet another clown drawn directly on the metal. Under the paper is a long game code. This is probably a code you can use to return to a particular state in this game. You put it in your inventory. Hey, Stick, pounce on keys before they disappear. Armed with your Tommy gun, you are one hard-boiled lug. Nobody mess with this tough guy, see? Problem sleuth, go into dumbwaiter so you can receive an item. You go down the dumbwaiter. Ace Trick tries to give you an item, but the hammer is too big to fit into the slot. Ace gives you all his business cards instead.
Here, take these. Maybe these will help.
In return, you give him your collection of unpleasant notes. Ace Stick, examine notes. You recognize both of these notes. You wrote and delivered them to your neighbor to get his goat.
Good times.
One of them has something on the back. He wrote a rebuttal on the other side and taped it to the back of this fake safe for your viewing pleasure. Luckily, the combination to your safe is on this paper. You carelessly composed your note on this document without noticing. I must be smart. Hey, Stick, use it to open safe. You enter the combination. The smaller compartment opens up to reveal 3 old-fashioned keyholes. Hey, Stick, go through pig painting to see what Problem Sleuth is up to. You have to unplug your large panoramic window from its portable generator first. Unplug window. Look through holes. Ah! You topple backwards on your particle board desk. It was supported by a couple of smaller busts, including one of your favorites, Snoop Dogg from Soul Plane. A-Stick, throw Snoop Dogg through big window portal. First, you organize all the particle board into a neat pile to reduce clutter. You ready the Snoop Dogg for throwing. Throw. The bust crumbles against the rigid surface of the unplugged window. There's just no breaking the plane unless it's plugged in. Amidst the rubble is a couple of pieces of candy corn, and a smaller key. A-Stick, examine the croûte next to the Snoop Dogg bust. First, you plug the window back in so you stop stubbing your toe on things. Stubbing your toe is known to be brutal on your Poltertrude stat. A-Stick, examine rope. You pick up the rope. Use Tommy gun on safe keyholes. You use your ring of keys to unlock the keyholes on the safe. The ring of keys blows a hole in the safe. The safe is open. A-Stick, throw hammer through window. Now that the window is plugged in, you may effectively vent your rage with a heavy object. The hammer shatters the glass and falls to the street far below your penthouse office suite. A-Stick, get candy corn in preparation of your own vampire act. You pick up candy corn and small key. Problem sleuth, look through clown picture at Ace. A-Stick, candy corn vampire. A-Stick ate the candy corn.
Here's an unimaginative load and an all-around wet blanket.
Ugh. Ace enjoys the small boost in Poltertrude from the candy. His modest Poltertrude gauge is now maxed out. He inadvertently swallowed the small key along with the candy corn. It is now safely stored in his stomach. A-Stick, build fort. You figure it's time to do something constructive for a change. Your stout bunker of particle board is a smashing success. The Zoolander chimney is the jewel in its crown. A-Stick, see what you have stashed in the safe.
I can't reach the opening.
You would stand on the chair, but you don't think it's quite high enough. Besides, it is now built into your fort, and there's obviously no going back. A-Stick, throw fort out window.
That's the stupidest idea I've ever had.
A-Stick, use bust stand as a step to access the safe. By stacking 2 bust stands, you can easily reach the safe opening. Go in.